So today I want to talk about weight loss being a skill, okay? Being something that you get better at. It's not something you do or that happens to you. It's something that you practice and improve at. And what this means is there are no shortcuts. And I see some people uh, they want weight loss to be very simple. They want it to be very easy, just straightforward. And so when I start to talk to them about stress, the relationship between stress and weight gain, or making stress makes it harder to lose weight. Um, Sometimes there can be a little bit of resistance to talking about stress because the way I kind of see some people that I talk to, it's like they're like, oh, another thing to do, like, oh, another thing on my to-do list, another piece of the puzzle that's complicated. Like, why does weight loss need to be so complicated? I just want a nice diet, a nice meal plan. I just follow that, lose weight, don't have to think much about it. And that's this mentality that wants things to be simple and easy. And it's not looking at weight loss as a skill, as a broad skill, like social skills, right? Social skills are huge. They're broad. You wouldn't expect to just get better socially by learning how to smile or learning how to stand up with posture. There's a rich, nuanced framework. And so I'm talking to some people, and one lady in particular, she's really coming around to understanding that that stress is related to her weight loss journey. It's a significant predictor because she's got the nutrition. She understands nutrition well enough. You don't need to have perfect nutrition. She gets it, and she's noticing, like, when she neglects, or when she doesn't pay attention, doesn't heed, doesn't listen to her signals of stress, then somehow, right? Somehow she doesn't lose weight. And this is kind of this is great. This is great. It's kind of a messy process figuring this stuff out at a deep level. So she's starting to figure out at a very primal, intuitive level. She's like, oh, if I get stressed, I don't lose weight. She's kind of getting that connection. Like, if the clouds are out, the sun doesn't shine. It's like it's getting in deep. So a lot of people, they know up here, right? Oh yeah, stress and weight loss. Yeah, I can't be stressed and lose weight, but they don't really get it. And part of the reason people don't get it is because it feels like a burden. It feels like a burden. Like, oh man, now I gotta learn to keep myself calm and lose weight. Fuck. God damn, this shit is hard. I can't do this. I feel overwhelmed. So I think that fear, that learning weight loss, you're gonna fail at it, right? There's this fear that if I try to lose weight, if I try to open my mind to what weight loss really means, and I try it, I'm going to be overwhelmed, I'm going to fail, and all this other stuff. So that's a big thing that comes up when I start to talk about weight loss being a skill, an outlook on life, a practice, even a spiritual practice, like a yoga practice. People, they start thinking, they kind of start feeling, oh man, there's a lot to this. I don't know if I can do this. And I wanted to show you just one quick stress relief thing that a nurse told me a couple of years ago. Really helped her. I was teaching a yoga class, and she told me this one thing. It takes like 5 seconds. Actually, she would do it during work, during conversations, and she said it actually made a big impact on her. And I was like, oh, wow, like this small little thing actually really helped her gain more power over her stress on a minute-to-minute basis. And I wanted to share this with you because learning stress relief skills aren't really that tough. You don't need to be perfectly calm in order to lose weight, okay? Like, you don't need to be this grounded, saintly Obama, you know how he's always calm, you don't need to be this like calm person to lose weight. What I propose is that you do need some stress management skills, primarily because having some stress management prevents overwhelm. So you can be stressed out, that's fine. But if you have no way, if you're helpless, if you're powerless, if you can't reduce the stress, just a tiny bit, then that gets worse. That gets much worse. So what you need, it's like if you're helpless and powerlessness and you get stressed, the stress is like 10 times worse. But just having a few simple tricks up your bag and just knowing you can bring the stress down by this much, by this much, by this much, that outlook that you have control, that you have power, actually is going to reduce the stress a lot more. So that's what we want. We just want to have these little ways to reduce stress. We don't need to worry about being totally peaceful or anything like that. This isn't hard at all, okay? So I hope you see where I'm kind of coming at. I'll teach you that stress reduction thing in a second, but I'm coming from this place of I really want to speak to someone I know and just say, like, you got to learn stress management skills. Weight loss is this spiritual journey. It's not something that happens in a few months and then it's done. It's really a life transformation. And when you embrace this idea of it being a yoga, a spiritual practice, a life transformation, don't be overwhelmed by that, because it just means you need to learn a few simple skills, simple, tiny skills. Just got to practice them. You got to see tiny results. You do not need to be a drastically different person. This is 100% achievable. And, but you do gotta embrace this holistic path of growth for you to see real sustainable results. And sorry about these airplanes too. I was on my morning walk, and I'm also a little sick today too. So anyways, I'm trying to talk up with that airplane going up above. I don't know if you can hear it, but anyways, the stress reduction technique is called progressive muscle relaxation, and it's the thing that nurse gave me feedback and said, hey, that really helped me. All you got to do is squeeze your fist. See how I'm squeezing my fist? I don't know if you can tell. I'm actually squeezing it really tough. Squeeze. It's kind of funny, like, if I stop squeezing, it looks about the same. But anyways, you can kind of see, like, I got fingernail marks right there. My nails are, I don't know. I'm squeezing. I'm squeezing real tough. Pressure. I'm putting pressure. And then when I take a breath in and I release, yeah. So then the muscle gets a little bit more relaxed than... So basically by squeezing and then releasing as I exhale, this forearm muscle gets relaxed. And I can do that with every single muscle group in my body. I can do it with my shoulders. I can squeeze my shoulders and I can release them as I exhale. I can clench my jaw and release them as I exhale. And this little technique, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. You do it while you're talking, while you're walking, anywhere you can do it. And it's just a way you can start taking control back from stress. So no longer does stress have to be something that's out of your control. You don't need to take a 30-minute bath to handle it. You just need a little stress reduction moment by moment and tuning in, all right? So pay attention to stress, okay? Don't let it build up. That's one final point I wanted to mention is as you practice this progressive muscle relaxation where you're scanning your body, scan the areas of your body for stress. Do this maybe 1 or 2 times a day, and build it into your lifestyle. Build it into your lifestyle. Okay, that's basically it for today. Peace.